Okay, sorry about that, folks. I just bumped the camera a little bit and couldn't get the picture back, so I had to end the previous video, and now I'm going to start the second video. So we already did a flat bench press resistance band variation, and then we did an incline press resistance band variation, and now we are going to move on to a chest fly variation. I have two bands here. I've clipped them together because they are quite heavy, and I want to get more than what I can get with the standard resistance band sets that I have. And I'm also using a different set of handles because they allow me to twist more freely. And this way I can really squeeze it on the chest. Again, the anchor is set at about chest height. With chest flies, you always want to, wherever you're crossing or bringing the cables together is the area that's being worked. So if you want to work the mid chest, which is what I'm going to do here, then I try and bring the bands across the middle of the chest. If I would still want to work on the upper chest, I would come across higher, lower, lower. Okay. So we use 4 sets of flies. I have like landmarks, I call them, on the floor, places where I know I can stand to get the maximum resistance. Okay. So I get a real wide stretch. Can't believe you're hugging a beach ball. See how I'm turning my hands in, pinky to pinky? Lift up the chest, squeeze it, pause it if you can, go back slowly. I'm doing this extra slow today. I'm doing a little bit less weight than normal, so I really want to focus on the technique. You don't have to turn the hands over. You can keep them parallel, but if you do turn them over, you'll feel the difference. Don't turn them over too early, though. I like to turn them over like about 80% through with the movement. So if this were a clock, at about 10 o'clock, 10 and 2 rather. Too many numbers, I lost count. Gonna hold the last one. Now, sometimes I make the mistake of once I've hit the last contraction, I just kind of release it and don't follow through with the negative, and that's a mistake. Woo. Ha ha ha. Perhaps I'll come back and do the triceps after dinner, just break it up for this one evening. I think for the next 3 days, I'll do all standing exercises just to avoid this condition that I've already discussed. I don't want to sit down. Too much pain, too much burning, too much chafing, too much irritation, hard to get up. But you don't see me taking the night off, do you? 2. I'm counting because I lost track last time. 3. Hugging a beach ball, hugging a tree. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to go back slowly. 12. Second set complete. Woo! Let me just start preparing for the next exercise. So I'm going to remove the Toro bands from the bottom. I like to always clean up as I go along, so I can find things when I need them, and so it's not a safety hazard. I don't want to be tripping over anything. I'm getting this department store brand out for the next exercise. Setting it up. Okay, no. Oh, that's, now I remember. That was a heavier weight that I had used. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to remove, oops, got the handles going. I always do that too. I'm going to remove the black band. This is for the next exercise, so I still have 2 more flies to go. Okay, third set, chest flies. Also, try and make sure that the lanyards on these handles don't get tangled and just make it uncomfortable. Won't make it harder, but it just won't feel good. 1. See, I'm coming right across the middle of my chest. The camera might be at a slight angle, so it might not look that way, but please trust me, it is. 4, 5, 6, oops, I turned too late. 7, that was too early. 8, perfect. Remember, 10 and 2. 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to hold it extra. Hold it. Full stretch. You also want to keep your arms as straight as possible. There needs to be a slight bend in the elbow, but when a lot of people do this, they lean over too much or their arms are short, and it could involve the shoulders, which we're not trying to do. Not trying to do that today. Yeah, so I'm walking these last couple of days for the same reason why I'm standing, because I can't sit on my stationary bike right now. A few days ago, I could find a tolerable position, but it took a while, but once I found it, I was okay, but now that doesn't work anymore. I'm on antibiotics, I'm on ointments and lotions, I'm showering like 5 times a day. Not quite sure what TNV means, but thank you for the comment. Hopefully it's positive. Yeah, I'm very easy to trigger. Okay, third set. There we go. See, there is a bend in my elbow, like I was saying. 3, but I don't want it real small like this. But I do want a slight bend so I don't hyperextend my elbow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Now, I'm not conducting this as a training session for anyone out there. This is just my training session. And I just decided to record it just to show you that there are options. If you're injured or you don't have a lot of time, you can always get a workout in, really. You know, believe me, I wanted to make an excuse and not train tonight, but once you do that, once you open the floodgates, and then you can make those excuses anytime you want. And I got things I got to achieve, so just looking at the comments there. I don't want to make excuses. I am going to slide this over just a bit because it wasn't even there for a second. Okay, so this is our last set of chest flies. One. Chest up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Okay. See, by doing this in front of the camera, I'm practicing better technique, and that's the real reason why I'm doing this. Okay, so let's finish this off with what I call the low fly. And basically, it's a variation on a cable fly, but with resistance bands. Very similar. Let me tilt the camera down ever so slightly. Hopefully, I don't disconnect it like I did last time because I'm kind of klutzy. Okay, I'm going to thread the anchor on the bottom. You won't be able to see it. I won't, but trust me, it's the same thing that we did with the incline in the previous video. You want to make sure the bands are even. Even sometimes when they look even, you can feel that one is a little bit heavier or more resistant than the other, so you need to balance it out. So for this one, actually, I can go a little bit further up. I want to keep my arms wide and bring them in and squeeze. So it's basically the same movement we did before, just coming from a much lower angle. Again, the camera is on an angle, so you don't really need to go above your upper chest. In fact, your middle chest is fine. But the angle makes it look like we're going over my head, and trust me, I'm not that strong anyway. 9, 10, shift my body a little bit. 11, I was off center. I was so busy trying to be in the center of the camera that I wasn't in the center of the bands there. Because I have a whacked out door here, and the bands, plus I'm in a corner here, so I have to move everything towards this side of the door. Some of the things you got to deal with when you're training in a home gym, folks. Yeah, I know it's pink. I already dropped out of Facebook groups because people couldn't they couldn't stop fascinating on the pink paint and the curtains, which you can't see, which are pink with roses on it. I took over a room in a rented house. You get what you get. I don't know why so many people had to focus on that. Haters gonna hate. So basically I've removed myself from all Facebook groups except my own. Because I know the people there and I trust them, and I know that I am in some Facebook groups that are used to connect clients with personal trainers, but I now have taken a vow of silence. I'm only going to make posts related to my business. I'm not going to offer anyone advice, whether it's a client or it's trying to improve the environment of the group with practicing to protect each other as professionals. And these are Filipino-based groups, so I'm just trying to give them another perspective to the way business can be done. I'm not saying you have to do it that way. I'm just saying here's how we do it. Take what you like. But I get a lot of negativity out of it. And a lot of people tend to get personal when I didn't, tend to get unprofessional when I didn't. I'm just throwing out ideas. If you like it, try it. If not, ignore it. So anyway, I'm only going to respond to people in private messages who post that they're looking for an online trainer, or, like I said, posting my own advertisements. Other than that, throw away the key. I have nothing to say. If I can't get mature responses, then I'm not putting anything out there that will require a response. And I'm not going to be bothered to turn off commenting on every post. I mean, that would be a good way to do it, but I'm just too lazy to do that. I shouldn't have to do it. People should be able to, everyone's so tough on the freaking internet. Anyone want to meet me publicly and say the same thing, be my guest. I dare you. But I'm 57 years old, and I'll kick your ass. Unlike you, I have a life outside of the computer. Sorry, didn't mean to spew my violence, but I just needed to get that off my chest, and then I can sleep tonight. I've always had the philosophy, you can't say it to my face, don't say it to me online. And just one more set. I'll do triceps later tonight after dinner. Like I said, I'd like to do them now, but my wife's waiting to go out to dinner, and also it requires frequent camera switches, so I'm not going to do a live video. I'll do a recorded video because it's a fairly new tricep workout. I posted all my workouts dozens of times, but this one is it's a Jay Cutler recommended workout. Last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 11, 12. Now it's harder for me to go slower on the eccentric portion, the negative. You don't have to go as slow as I've done it on previous exercises. Just go slower and be in control. You're the one who has to be controlling it. Don't let gravity take it back. I don't care how slow you're going. If you're letting gravity, you're not getting the effect. You have to be fighting it the whole way. You'll see people in a gym with a trainer, and the trainer is putting their arm here, and they have to press down. That's fighting it. That's controlling it. Okay. So you just saw a quick 16-set chest workout. If you have any questions, if you're looking for an online trainer, if you want to read my fitness book, if you want to train with me on various online platforms, if you're seeing this but haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. All of it is good. It helps me. Let me help you. Help me to help you. Commit to consistency. Stay positive. Stay strong. 0 excuses accepted ever. I am out of here.